So I lied. We're not back, I guess, in the end. Turns out we can lose, and we did lose. I didn't get to watch the game at all last night because I was working again. So that sucks, but there is some good news, and that is Boone Jenner is really good at hockey, and Marchenko scores goals again, and Werenski's getting points again, and Matejchuk is starting to score points, and they're starting to get points now, which is nice. And Tarasov didn't have a good game. I saw he only let in 3 goals, so I assumed he had a good game. He had an 8.96, which is like, I guess. Linus Allmark having a 9.33 definitely didn't really help things out there. But I guess we can kind of go over it here. I know we were down 2-1 at the end of the first period, and then 3-1 at the end of the second. Came back, made it 3-2. So that's not great. We definitely would not. We got to start winning more games. Like, I get the 2 in a row is nice, but if we want to keep, or I guess now we're not in a playoff spot. We were just hopped by the Rangers, who have played like 2 more games, so it's all right for now. But if we want to keep that playoff spot, we're going to have to start winning some more games here more often. We play the Predators on Tuesday, so there is some hope because the Predators are bad, but they always seem to beat us, so it's not like it really matters in the end, because really what happens is it doesn't matter who the Jackets are playing. It's more like, can they beat the team they're playing? Because the Jackets just have teams they can't beat. So, like, one would be like the Penguins in Pittsburgh, right? Or Nashville in Nashville, you know? I actually think this one is at home, if I'm remembering correctly. So they should have a bit of an easier time. Yes, it is at home. All right, good. They should have a bit of an easier time with the Predators on Tuesday, and then the Avalanche on Thursday, also at home. So they got a bit of a homestand here with these next 2 games coming up. Then they go to Toronto, and then I believe they go to Ottawa. They go to Ottawa. So they got 2 games at home, 2 games back on the road before Ottawa comes to Columbus. The Sabres come to Columbus. The Capitals come to Columbus. Then we go to Washington. And then we go to Philadelphia. And then the Islanders come to Columbus to end the season. I really don't know, man. I really don't know if we're making the playoffs or not, to be honest with you. Our schedule's not easy. I think out of the games remaining, we have 10 left. I believe 7 of the games we were playing a team currently 6 of the games we're playing a team currently in a playoff spot. So it could be worse. I mean, 6 teams isn't that many. That's 60% of the games left. And I think we can beat the Senators. It's just like, we got to dial in, you know. We outshot them last night. I know that. I didn't really get to see any of the games, so got off work at like 10. So didn't really get to see any of the game at all. But they didn't look, the stats don't look terrible. Again, I didn't get to see anything, so. But we can go over some players that have been playing really well recently, and that is Denton Matejchuk, who has started to produce some points here recently, which he wasn't really doing before. He was playing well, but he just wasn't really producing points. He's got 3 points in his last 2 games, and he's got 4 in his last 5 here. So that's pretty solid. He's got 40% of his points in the last 5 games this season. He's got 35 games played, 4 goals, 6 assists for 10 points. Nothing like crazy that jumps out at you, but 17.56 for minutes on average this year. And the last 2 games, his minutes have gone up. He was playing 16-11, 17-17, 13-01, and then his last 2 games where he's gotten those 3 points have been 17-58 and 23-03. So the minutes are starting to increase for him, which is nice because I think he's kind of just getting rewarded for that pretty solid play. Zach Werenski's getting points again, which is good. When Z's getting points, the Jackets are usually winning. Not tonight, or I guess not last night. But normally a big Z game usually means a big game or a win, but obviously not every night. But yeah, pretty solid. He had 2 assists tonight, and he had an assist against Vancouver, so he's kind of back on getting his points after a big, I believe, 6-game pointless streak. So that's good to see. Boone Jenner is kind of like that recently, so that's good. He's had a nice little 15 points in 16 games here. Really nice little point streak going to 4 games. He's got a good sorry. He's got, why can't I do math, 6 points in his last 4 games. So, I mean, yeah, he's doing pretty good. It's weird because we're kind of like playing well again. It's just we're not getting the wins that we were getting earlier in the year. Like, I feel like normally with a big Zach Werenski game, you're getting a win, and with a game with Boone, or with like how Boone Jenner's been playing, you think we'd be getting more wins, but no. We're just kind of sitting here playing average. I'd say we're playing average, getting to like an average amount of wins. We're not doing anything really special here, which is increasingly getting more annoying. But it's all right. We weren't really expecting much out of the team to start the year, so the fact that they're kind of in this race is pretty cool. Marchenko's also kind of pulled himself out of a bit of a rut that he was in. He scored again last night, which is nice to see. He's got 28 on the year, so he's looking solid for 30. Don't want to jinx it, but it's looking all right for 30 goals this year. At one point, it looked like he was going to get 35, maybe even 40. But we'll settle, I guess, for 30 goals, which is a pretty good settlement, I would say. I know there's some good looks here. Kent Johnson, if he played all 82 games, I think would have had 30 as well. He has 58 games played this year, and he got 22 goals. So I think he probably could have done it. I didn't really keep track of any news last night, so I guess we can go over that real quick. There is news. I forgot about this. Cayden Lindstrom is playing for Michigan State next year. There's been some, I feel like a mixed bag. I think it's fine. I think that makes perfect sense why he'd play in the NCAA next season. He lit up juniors, had back surgery, hasn't been able to play all year. It really just makes sense why that's something he would do. He's probably not going to make the team out of camp because he hasn't played in a year, and he is too good for the juniors. So I think it makes perfect sense why he'd play with a very good program that was very good this year and hopefully make them even better, maybe win a national championship, or the Jackets just call him up at some point next season like they've done with multiple times with these college guys. I really don't see a problem with this in any way. I have seen a couple of people say that he's already a bust. They can go fuck themselves. They're wrong. That's all I got to say about that. This dude's going to be nasty. I have no doubt about that. He's going to be really good. And people that say he's going to be a bust are just completely wrong. They might not be wrong, but they have nothing to base off. They have no reason to say that. He hasn't played in a year because he had back surgery. You have literally, if you're calling this guy a bust, you literally have nothing to go off of, and you're just trying to piss people off, which it's working because it kind of annoyed me when I saw it. So, yeah, that's all I got for today. Cayden Lindstrom playing in the NCAA makes perfect sense, and if anyone tells you otherwise, they're an idiot, and that's all I got for you. yeah, I'll make another video soon. If there's anything big in the news, I'll make a little quick thing on that, but probably not gonna make a video until Tuesday night after the game, because yeah, that's when they play next. So just praying for a win against Nashville. It's just what we need. We need a huge win against Nashville. They're a bad team. Should be able to do it. But yeah, that's all I got for today.